welcome back to another episode of Give It a Shot. On today's episode, we are going to be making chicken enchiladas. Or as my fiance said, chicken enchilada casserole. How's everyone doing out there? Please hit the subscribe button. It helps me out a lot. It makes me believe what I'm doing is worth it. Also, give me thumbs up if you like the video. One last thing before we start. I know last week I asked if you guys have any suggestions of what I should do next. I did have one comment about a fruit pizza. That will be hopefully next episode. But if you guys have any suggestions, please let me know. This way I know and have some ideas of what you guys would like to see in the future. So with that being said, let's move on to the ingredients that we're going to be using for today's recipe. I have the chicken. I'm going to add mushrooms and corn. You can also add beans to it. Basically whatever you would like to have in your enchilada. This is what I'm adding. You're going to use sour cream and red enchilada sauce. Any enchilada sauce. Red is hot. So if you like green for mild, you could use that as well. The tortilla shells and mozzarella cheese. So those are the ingredients that we're going to be using for the recipe. So let's move on to actually making the enchilada casserole. So our first step is to combine the sour cream. You want to use a 16-ounce sour cream of your choice. We're going to dump that whole thing, and we're going to add 1 can of enchilada sauce. And you're going to mix this until it's all blended together. Alright, so now that's all mixed pretty well. What we're going to do first, we're going to coat the bottom of the pan just a little bit so the whole bottom is going to be covered. Okay, that's good enough. Alright, so now our next step is to fill our flour tortilla shells. I'm using the burrito kind. We're going to put some chicken in. Some corn. A few mushrooms. We're going to put some of that sauce in there. And then we're going to sprinkle in some of the mozzarella cheese. Then we're going to fold it over. You're going to pinch in the sides and continue rolling it the rest of the way. Like that. And then we're going to put it into our pan. So I will continue that for the rest, and we're going to fill the pan in the rest of the way. Alright, so I finished making the burritos. Now we're going to take all the extra sauce that we had, and we're going to fill in the top part of this. Now that we finished doing that, we're going to cover the top with cheese. You can use the mozzarella cheese. I'm actually going to be using the Mexican 4-style cheese to give it a little bit different flavor on top. And like I said, we love cheese here. So we're going to layer it with a lot of cheese. Alright, so that's good. Alright, So we finished making the enchiladas. Now we're gonna throw it in the oven. We're gonna set the oven at 350 degrees and we're gonna let it bake for 20 to 25 minutes. Are you excited? I'm excited. Are you excited? I can't wait to see how this one's going to taste. Alright, the 25 minutes is done. The enchiladas are out of the oven. Now it's time to taste test. Let's see how this one's going to rate. It smells good. Look at all that cheese. Another bite. That is some good enchilada. Woo! Delicious. Alright, it's time to rate it. What would I give it? But first, if any of you decide to try this recipe at home, comment down below. What would you guys rate it? Or what did you rate it? For me, between 1 and 10, I would give it a 9. The taste is delicious. I'm gonna have this whole thing devoured after this video is over. The famous line is time and effort. The chicken, I had to throw in the crock pot. I made it that way. So it did take some time to do that part of it. You could also go to the grocery store, your local grocery store, and get a rotisserie chicken and just shred that chicken and throw it in. That would speed up the process. But all in all, it's delicious. So I give it a 9. So with that being said, I'd just like to thank everyone for tuning in on this awesome, excellent episode of enchiladas. Just in case you didn't know, every Sunday at 10 a.m. I'll be making a new video for you guys. If you want to hit the notification bell, that way you know. Please remember to subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. It definitely helps me and keeps me motivated. Check out these videos if you haven't seen them yet. And thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you next week on Give It a Shot!